Usually I have a problem with getting video out on time, but this time, thanks to a specific person opinion on Adon EX, it motivated me to get this video out on time, so thank you to that person, I guess. Adon EX has some ice skill, can do some decent ice damage, but you're never gonna use her most of the time for ice damage anyway, so might as well just ignore the skill. The main skill why she's so good is Invigorating Prayer, which is also known as the Infinite Channeling Boost Point Regen, and it's good because apparently granting 1 boost point every single turn in addition to your natural boost point is extremely strong. So here's what you can do with this skill. The main thing you can do is that you can now boost max twice during an enemy break. And also, you just recover boost point much faster. So without this skill, if you're using 3 boost point and you go up to 0, it's 3 to 0 to 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5. That took a long time. But with the skill active, it's 3 to 1 to 3 to 5. Within the span of 4 turns, I think. Wait, 1, 2, 5. Within the span of 3 turns, you're already back to max boost point already. Sometimes you even get so much boost point, you can use them to just damage the enemy, even if the enemy is not broken yet, because you don't want to waste those boost points. It also helps out a lot of support unit too, because the buff and debuff is extended by the boost point. So buffer and debuffer, they can reapply the buff and like quicker and easier. And it's also easier to go to 9 turn constantly with those buff and debuff. And for some other unit, specifically the hamster that loves to watch fight, for her, you can also just grant 4 dodge to whoever in the front every 2 turns, rather than just doing it like once and then wait for like 3 turns or 4 turns to get the enough boost point back to do it again. Your buffer and debuffer can reapply the buff and debuff at max boost every 2 turns, and your DPS can get back 5 boost points very quickly within 3 turns, so they can break the enemy faster and then just like boost max twice again. Hence why the skill is extremely powerful and useful. The first passive and the second passive are a nice small bonus. The impact isn't as good, but they are still a small nice bonus. The first one is front row 10% magic up and also ice and lightning damage up if she's in the back row, which if you use her as the boost point generator, she will always be, and just 10% magic up to the front row isn't as bad. It's not as impactful, but it's not bad either. The second passive might as well not have this passive if you use her as the boost point generator, but using her as an ice DPS where you swap back and front a lot, it's the net passive, but it's slightly different, but it's just 10% magic up, so it isn't that useful either. And her ultimate, unlike Ringy ultimate, which is also a channeler, it's actually very useful. It's an auto revive, and if anyone who died already, they get revived. So if somehow the fight is going bad and 1 or 2 of your teammates die, or whoever in front of Alaune die, you bring her out, use her ultimate, and then everyone back to kind of normal. That is assuming you are applying regen from somewhere after they revive again, because they only revive with like 20-ish% of the health. The ultimate isn't as strong where getting ult 10 is a must for her, so you somehow get an extra copy of Adon EX, then go for her ultimate 10 over A1, but you don't really need her ultimate either, so just 1 copy of Adon EX will be fine. Adon has one problem, which is not even that much of a problem, is that the skill does consume a lot of SP when channeling. It's 100 SP per turn even when max boosting. But this problem is solved by just giving Adon an SP fan, because Adon EX is not healing, so she does not need any magic, so she just needs to focus everything to SP, and once Adon has over 1000 SP, she will recover more than 100 SP per turn, so it will be enough for you to go infinite. Currently in EN, Adon would see the same level of play as Ringy would see play. One is infinite healing, the other one is infinite boost point. Having both on your team will make your fight extremely easy. In JP, there are options to replace Adon with, like Ogan and Kilns the Hunter Kate, but those characters, they give boost point, but it's only front row and you have to reapply them again. Adon is a channeling skill, and it's still infinite boost point, and like the same as Ringy, so far no one has been able to replace the value of infinite healing and infinite boost point. So therefore, Adon EX is still very useful right now, even in JP. And that's it for Adon EX. I can't compare her to anyone else because no one else in the game is doing infinite boost point region, so if you have rubies, you can spend it on this banner. Both Alaune and Erica are strong unit, but if you're only aiming for Adon EX for her utility, then you could also raid to the next banner, specifically on the Sazantos and Signa banner, where those two are also meta unit. You get those two hopefully through pulling them normally, and then you pity for Alaune.